Greetings, fellow grunts with guns. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Space Haven Finding Eden. Episode 33, The Secrets of the Blackbox. Richard, go inside. Don't be a big Richard. You don't need to prove yourself here. Bump. Oof. Richard! The love of God and all that is holy. Richard. And he collapses. So, yeah, my man. Could you just... I only warrant... Okay, Gully's getting him. Now, the only error... Oh, that's a hauler. The only problem I see in this, like, defensive setup is the break of the line of sight means wave clearing can be a little trickier or lengthier. Oh, nice. I didn't actually get slammed. Enemy wave defeated? Cool. But yeah, I like how that went. I think... I'm going to transfer over some additional hull blocks and just keep building. Oh, sorry, Quack. We're up to 61%. And the no path found problem will, like, sort itself out once it connects. Well, okay, mostly. Cancel that haul. And... build it like this, so it's contiguous. Yeah. If there's time. I mean, I should have done this ahead of time. With more build pods or something. Abandon my, like, mining pod. Or whatever. Now we have a good old wall. That should help. It's warning me that hull blocks are low, so we might have to hit up a derelict after this or do a trade or something. In fact, actually, trade with the Deej. You have hull blocks, so give them. Give them up. All of them. And you have hull scrap. Give those up too. And I will sell you... ice. Ice for it. There you go. Oh, don't start from that side. It's gonna be worthless. There we go, yes. Alright. I don't know when the next one's coming, but it's surely coming soon. Basically, the next time we see gens on this rock, we know it's coming, because, you know, there's a correlation there. Causation? I don't know. The correlation? Hell yeah. Alright. New technology has been researched. Combat stimulants and mood stimulants. And sedative stimulants. Next up is nano-wound dressing. Do we actually have everything we need for that? We need to dissect a human corpse. Well, we have like 20, so yes, we do. And then we'll start on the... No, I don't actually have anything after this. So here's what we're going to do. What to research next will be up to you. So, if shift systems, there's only energy turret. If industry, I would do assembler, because we're to have the advanced assembler without the regular one. In crew equipment, maybe I consider laser weapons finally. You know, because it's been a minute to work towards plasma. Because we've been raising our, like, weapon skills. In medical and augs, I would do neural augmentation, because I don't have what I need to get nanotech. In Roguebots, it's the walker bot, but the problem with that is I don't have enough walker bots, so I would need to go destroy walker bots. That's fine. I would make that a bit of a priority. In robotics, there's literally nothing to even do, so don't vote for robotics. In alien technology, there's the haulers, or the hive core and evolving alien core, and then in botany, there is grains and alcohol. So you have it, the choices offered up. And it looks like, at least initially, crew equipment into plasma weapons is going to be the popular choice, but I'm not going to call it just yet. I'll give you one more minute to vote. Yes, build it, build it. Build a kill box. All right. Crew equipment. So, after we get nano wound, I will do laser and then plasma. But there is some experiments that we'll need to fulfill. So we need a pistol and a rifle in order to get laser weapons, and I have only the pistol, I think. Yeah, because I don't have a rifle. So we're going to need to fabricate a rifle. And then for plasma, eventually we'll need a shotgun and a rifle. So I might as well fabricate that ahead of time as well. So another rifle and another shotgun, and this is for the experimentation phase of that research. So we got that queued up. Thanks for voting. And the poll's getting buggy, and I can't even close it. Ah, there it goes. Stevie, thank you for the resub. Incoming ship. Ooh, maybe I could buy some hull. So at this point, this I wonder what the temperature's like. Super weird. This hallway has got some wind. It's 20 down to -62. And then the other one, I guess because of the, I don't know, there's high shadows or whatever, it goes from 7 to 54. Yeah, that's some turbulence. Interesting. But we have incoming civilian ships, which might help with our critical lack of hull blocks, because I built all this weird nonsensy stuff. And I'm going to build wall regulators. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I can. And here we did. We reinvented a RimWorld kill box in Space Haven. So you're welcome. I wonder if they're going to wear suits out there. They probably should. Whenever human go. Okay, here we go. Paused. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draft and... Why is it... Is Jens... Did Jens go over there? Jens, are you over here? Where are you, Jens? It wasn't you this time. Where is my shuttle? Yo, Major Mildew, where'd you go? Oh, you're picking up the robot. Alright, forget the logistics spot. Sorry, Shona, you're gonna have to wait. Just stay chill for as long as you're able. What a building temp between -60 and +50. I mean, while true, anytime I turn on my oven in my kitchen, that is also true in my own kitchen, right? I know that's like on a technicality, but yeah. Between my freezer and my oven, it goes from negative, I don't know, 20 to positive 500 in Fahrenheit-ish. I'm rounding and exaggerating or whatever, but fair point. Yo, what the? That is not where I told you to park. Dumbledore. Get him! Go, go, go! Alright, we've got the Thunderbolt of Aussie. And let's do a new trade. I know it's weird to be trading, like, in the middle of this. We'll buy some booze, because, booze for my crew. Okay. And then the Nighthawk. What? You don't have any hull blocks? Okay. Well, I guess I'm out of luck. So I bought booze, but there really isn't anything I need. Get him! Hey, Assassin. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. I would say this defense is working pretty nicely. Where did my logistics bot go? Shona, where'd you go? Oh, you are in the hallway. Okay. The hallway of heat death. Or deathly heat. I'm not sure which. Hey, Turtle, thank you for the chair. I almost feel bad for these bugs. They're absolutely getting annihilated. And I'm going to stand behind the landing pad because I think it's going to stop the hauler from having a direct line of sight on me, so it can't, like, insta-charge me. And then if it tries to go for the doors, we shoot at it. Also, Ocharat. No, who was it? Who broke Marauder broke your gun? Can I click Marauder, please? No, it wasn't Marauder. Who the hell broke their... Oh, it was, Blue Panther. No, don't let the hauler go inside. Yeah, there we go. So I'm trying to keep, like, a physical object between me and the hauler, because the hauler's charge rush hurts, like, badly. So if I can't... Oh, there we go. Finally starting to shoot it. Poof. And wave defeated! Nobody got hurt. Transfer more meat. So Wishbringer also had a weapon degraded as well. I guess I could have read the logs at the top to figure that one out. And now the weird ambient heat problem has, like, mostly been solved. Sorta. Okay, not really. It's like warm and then just like death. The hallway of heat death, like I said. Well, I tried, but like the game really doesn't like when you build a station like this, apparently. So if you are keeping track, you know what I'm going to do? So I think the Shimmering Ground has been drawing its materials from my station, so I'm just going to send the hull blocks back. But also we need to ship the ore too. And cheers. So it's up to 85%. Save and load often solves these problems. I don't think it's a save and load issue, but I could try it. I think it's just it's a abnormal shape, and the game's like, huh, well, with a station shaped like this, we don't know how, like, air doesn't circulate or something. And yeah, I was right. Some of that is just we have a high cyclical thermal radiation sector, So it's like just the temperature is going crazy. Ultimately, it doesn't do any harm as long as the core equipment is kept temperate. Nothing else really matters. So it's not like damaging anything. Therefore, it is functionally moot. What kind of thermodynamic paradox did I create? You tell me. I created the Killbox bug grinder that also is a refrigerant. I mean, the real paradox is, okay, in space, fair, when there's not atmosphere, the surface temperature of a thing would be like this in shadow and in sunlight. So that's not completely ridiculous, but there's a lot ridiculous about this. In either case, I find it amusing, so it does not matter to me. Oops. I'm gonna raise this from 20 to 30. And then fuel from 20 to 30. Just so we have a little bit more on hand. Because there's a lot of, hyperfuel is less of a thing, but there's a lot of other things we use energy rods for. Like sleep chambers and the like, so I might as well just have extra. Give them some privacy, guys! Dante wanted to see Richard's Richard. I saw it. Alright, I saw the attempt. Alright, we're at 90%. I'm not gonna bother trying to fix those. Well, you know, I have so many infra blocks, I could have like a heater every cell, but I'm not gonna do that. That'd be weird. Whoa! Lots of merchant ships coming. If you build it, they will come. Wave 7. Paused. Some of my combat team's a little tired. Blue Panther and Wishbringer. With that said, they do have mesh, right? No, you don't. Wishbringer does. Subcutaneous. No, he doesn't either. Never mind, I take it back. Well, I'll just be as careful as it can be. What are we waiting on? Oh, Ultrarat's already down there. Oh, well, in that case... Who is ready? Quack is sitting right here. Let's have Quack join in. I didn't realize Ultrarat was, like, already on surface. Why can't... Wait. Shuttle. No. Stop. No, all of you. Oh, come on. No, come on! Stop fighting control here. There we go. Ultrarat's like, guys, need some backup. Yeah, the walls definitely buy me just enough time to be able to, like, muster a meaningful defense. Yo, could you... Ultrarat, ignore the ghost that is saying that your daughter died. Okay? It's lying to you. You've never had a daughter. Or that Blue Panther's son died, who's named Pink Panther. Bye, shuttle. I don't know where you're going, but bye. You know, I didn't check. Did we actually do the weapon? No. Wishbringer did not maintain his weapon. Oh, not cool. Alright, well, if... I don't know what the shuttle's doing. Is this a logistic spot? Who's coming? What? Just an empty shuttle decided to show up here? Strange. Let's get oxygen. And the shuttle, it was the second I tried to get oxygen, the shuttle was like, bye! No breathing for you, it's not included. Thanks, shuttle. Wishbringer's weapon is jamming like crazy, which is funny. It's only poor, it's not awful. But it's like jam, 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 jam. And here comes the hauler. Get it, yes, okay. Undraft. Wish. Go fix your janky gun. There was some wall damage, not a big deal. And then the rest of this is just like, hey, transfer me more meat. So we are up to 95%. And let's try to do some trades here. I'm going to buy... So from the Pugio, or whatever, 2 tech blocks. From the... Oh, it's these guys again. They don't have hull blocks. You don't have hull blocks. Okay. That's all the trades. All right, they're wrapping up the research. Sort of. They're looking busy. That might be a more accurate depiction of what they're doing. You know, the fate of humanity rests in your hands, guys, of whether or not they were actively sabotaged by the flaming sword or just bugs. Alright, Pathfinder, welcome back. Welcome back? Welcome back to what? I didn't go anywhere. Those bugs gave you an interesting time, huh? Not really. I kind of just engineered a really good solution, but sure. Outstanding work. I don't impress easily, but your crew held fast where a lesser team might have buckled and been overrun. I've issued commendations for all of them. It's a reminder that even without the flaming sword, we have no shortage of other threats to contend with out here. But what about the data? What did we find? The research team retrieved exactly what we were hoping for. The Sunyata's final logs and the detailed wreckage analysis. Unfortunately, it's not good news. The flaming sword's ship, it's armed to the teeth. The Sunyata didn't stand a chance. They got blown away in seconds. Front loaded on firepower then. Lots of guns, not much shielding. I wish. These readings suggest their guns are strong, but they have shields as well. The Sunyata's weapons barely scratched them. See for yourself. Damn. Even if it's unique, a ship like that could wreak havoc on our fleet all by itself. And for all we know, they might have dozens. These conditions are not common are not common pirates or fanatics, but we knew that already. I see no reason to start panicking just yet. For one thing, a ship of that size, focused entirely on combat performance, cannot have the industrial and agricultural capacity to support itself, so they are dependent on logistical infrastructure. That is a weakness we could potentially exploit. And as for their weapons and shielding, the whole point of retrieving the data was to learn and adapt. Wasn't it, Dr. Hayes? Yes. I can keep digging. I have good readings here on their energy signatures. If I can analyze those, maybe we'll reveal a weakness. Or at least a way to track them and avoid them. Give me time. In the meantime, Sheridan, I recommend we stay well away from Eden and make it look like we have capitulated to their demands, which you were supposed to do in the first place. You sent this survey team here to their death because you were stupid, but whatever. We should not give them a reason to attack us until we're ready with a reply. Make it so. Good work again, Pathfinder. We're not stumbling blindly into danger any longer. Yes, I mean, there was no need for you to do that in the first place, you dummy, but whatever. And that's a significant accomplishment. Now rest up. The fight isn't over, and we'll need you sharp for whatever comes next. Dismissed. Mission completed. All right. Do I relinquish control of this? Because I really don't want this station. You take it, right? I don't want it. But in any case, let's spin up the drives and get going. So, yep, nothing keeping me here. Why is yeah, okay. Yeah, the shimmering ground, you're not coming with me. You are an asteroid. You're not following. Don't leave crew there? I mean, they're not my crew. So all my crew are on my ship having breakfast. Alright, jumping. I see. Alright, let's hold off on jumping. And see if this resolves itself. Because their crew just left. So maybe... I could dismantle it and reclaim resources. I just want to make sure it's not going to cause any issues for the quest. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And hypothetically, the bugs are done trying to murder me. I'll send over everything back to the Yoda as my, like, extra payment for the mission. Tamarain, thank you for the resub. Not really sure why it didn't dismantle everything. Like, maybe it's because it was attached to wall. I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of stuff missing from the dismantle order. Everything. No, not don't even put stuff in the storages, guys. Truth be told, I don't really need this stuff back. Like, I could have parted with it, but waste not, want not, right? So we'll just take everything. Where are we anyway? Still haven't found the fuel for the fleet. That's another thing we'll need to do eventually. Also, I have no idea why it's only Jazz dismantling stuff. Like, other people could have come out here. Are we making another base? Nope. The opposite. We had made a base for a quest, and now we're just like breaking it down. I'm not trying to take every little last piece, but just like a lot of it. That is a lot of infra blocks that I feel like I'm never going to get rid of. Oops, I didn't mean to eject like that. Jettison! Make it rain. Infra blocks going everywhere. Whatever. It's, again, infra blocks. Don't really care. Got bajillions of them. It's a good amount of tech blocks, though, that we recouped. Ooh, new best friends, Jazz and Marauder. Sweet. Let's take a look at that. Marauder has a best friend and a lover. I think it's the first best friends. Now, Pooker and Wishbringer dislike one another. Is there any other? I think there was one other negative relationship. Blue Panther doesn't even have a closer friend. Glitch and Quack don't like each other. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, I think everything we wanted off this rock, we got. Cool. Hello, Typhoon, or Typhon. How is my... Yeah, I'm gonna buy hull blocks. I know they're really easy to get, but, it might keep me from having to do another derelict run if we just want to avoid it, because like that wouldn't necessarily be unreasonable just to not have to do one. For now, I'm going to sell the remote controllers because I don't have anything for them to hook up to, and that trade's fine. And then once this trade is done, we'll be pushing off on our way. Nano undressing got researched. Cool. Until we get a android corpse, I'm not going to bother with nanotech augmentation because we wouldn't be able to finish it. So now we're doing the laser and then subsequently the plasma rifles. Weapons. Alright, trade's done. Let's go. And it's reclaimable if I ever want to get back. Alright, well, our list of missions for you just keeps getting more interesting, Pathfinder. This one, though. This one's going to require extraordinary courage and discretion. Colonel has the details. Etc. Or Estera. I guess that's her first name. Thank you, Sir Pathfinder. As you will recall, the Senyata's logs confirm that we have long suspected the Flaming Sword ships are exceptionally well equipped. Unfortunately, what the logs did not give us were the kinds of specific details I can plan around. For those, a more direct form of espionage is in order. And an opportunity has just arisen. The cult is recruiting. I love joining cults. I'm sending you a fun toy from Signet. That is Signal's Intelligence Department. Take it, pose as new converts to the Flaming Sword cause, and attend their induction ceremony. You will install the listening device somewhere suitable aboard their ship and maintain your cover until you can effect egress without arousing suspicion. Any questions? Yeah, I'm a Pathfinder. I'm not an international spy. Go wake someone else out of cryo for this. Go wake James Bond, because like a ship captain mercenary that you kind of hire out to be your thug is not well suited for this, but whatever. Well, hold on a second. Ain't this a mighty big risk, Colonel? What happens to our friend if the cult sees through the ruse? What if, once they're in, there's no way to leave? What if... I would not suggest this if I did not believe the risk was worth it. Well, it's worth it because you're not the one going. The alternative is to do nothing and wait for them to come to us. We cannot afford that. I can. Well, you go march to your death, whatever. The fleet is counting on us to find solutions. And sometimes that means taking calculated risks. It's not your risk. Calculated, sure, but it ain't just numbers here. We're putting the Pathfinder in the middle of a group that's killed folks for even looking at Eden. They're true believers, Colonel. That kind of conviction can be contagious. Speak your mind plainly, Rufus. Look, no disrespect intended, Pathfinder. Y'all've done a lot for this fleet, and Lord knows I've been singing your praises as loud as anyone. But cults know how to manipulate folks. They know how to spin a good yarn. And worse ones use things like drugs and hypnotic conditioning. Now I gotta ask, what happens to us if all the folks we're carrying, if the Pathfinder gets deep undercover, they actually become a true believer? That's out of line, Rufus. The Pathfinder earned our complete trust and confidence. I'm not casting aspersions on the Pathfinder's character or anything. I'm just worried about what the cult can do. Overestimating our enemy is almost as deadly as a mistake as underestimating them, Rufus. And, you know. Yeah, okay. Okay. Enough of you both, Rufus. Your concerns are heard. But I will consider all that to be part of the calculated risk as Tara was talking about. We have to take some time. The fleet won't last long if we let fear make our decisions for us. Yes, sir. I have complete faith on your focus and commitment, Pathfinder, and this is why you were chosen for this. You will need to be very persuasive, however, because the cult does suspect you of being a spy. They will eliminate you without hesitation. Stay frosty, stay sharp, and come home safe. Fleet out. So, it wants me to go to the Jelly Baby, which is just one hop over, and pose as Flaming Sword converts. Okay, we found Moon 3. I'm still looking for Hyperium or Energium supply for the fleet. Stop offering so many missions. It's dizzying. Hey, maybe we should just switch sides. Well, that's actually a thing. So, where are we going? Down here? Alright. Well, let's get to it. Eight, 7, 6, 5. Join the pirates. And the pirates are trying to kill us. All right. Nav, operation shields, and fighters are all spun up. Well, I don't know why fighters, because I'm trying to get out of here. Prepping hyper jump. So, pirates are here. Ooh, look at them bombarding me. Taking no time to just say hello. I do have the targeting jammer, so I haven't bothered to build one yet. But with that said, it might be wise given the types of fights I'm in. And it does take super blocks, which I have amassed. So, this is definitely something that we could add to our ship for combat capabilities to try to keep being shot like this down. It uses a high-tech power grid and a considerable amount of resources and power, but nothing that we wouldn't be able to necessarily spare. Okay, so they punch through our shields, they're hitting our hull, and we need to get out of here. So, can you just sit and start spinning up the hyperdrive? Because otherwise we're dead. Please and thank you. Because, back of our ship's looking mighty holy. No, I'm gonna decline. Come on, Pooks. Maybe this is how I blow up. It's one of the issues when you're in hypersleep chambers. It's one of the reasons why in previous iterations of my ship, I had my hypersleep chambers, at least one of them, way closer to the operations panels. Because the time it takes to actually man these panels is like life or death if you have to run through an entire ship. Because I'm like just about ready to blow up, but I did. Yep. I don't know. The game couldn't decide whether I blew up or not, so I warped out and blew up at the same time. That's cool. Well, I'll just obviously save scum in that case. So if you had, or if I had decided to give in to the pirates' demands, I'm not really sure what would have happened, but I have an autosave from just like 2 minutes ago. Thank you for tuning in to Space Haven Finding Eden, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Pathfinders.